If you've ever been on a field trip, you know when I say it's nothing short of chaotic. Like, there would always be some sort of thing going on. Either that one friend manages to break the elevator, or somebody's grandma needs help finding India or something. Whatever it was though, it would have a far worse effect on teachers. I kind of feel bad for them. But no, they would be sure to give us like 10 essays to write the day after about like what we learned or something. I feel like there's always a catch with fun school activities. If one day you walk into class and find out that the class is gonna watch a movie, know that tomorrow you will walk into the same class and find out you will have to analyze the whole transcript of the movie. But it was chill as long as you enjoyed the little break. I remember this one time when the whole grade was going to a museum. Everybody was hyped, especially when the teachers told us ahead of time that we could pick our own groups that we would be on during the trip. So anyways, the time finally came when we got on the bus. It was like a 24-minute drive of pure chaos. I don't know if it was only the kids at my school, but there would always be disputes over whose window was whose. Like, this window is clearly this guy's, and this window is still this guy's, but now it's there. This is important to know because the one who has the window controls if they want to open it or close it. That bus ride, we were sitting like this, so the window was ours, but the guy in front disagreed. They kept opening the window. We were in the middle of winter and we were going on a highway. It was windy and it was freezing. Of course the guys in the front were good. They got the fresh air. Meanwhile, we turned into a literal ice cube. After what felt like an hour, we arrived. At that point, the teachers kind of just dropped us in the building and said, roam free. Basically, just do whatever you guys want and come back at the end of the day. Optional. Now, I can't decide if the teachers were new to the job or if they haven't met my friend group yet, but they should have known that letting a whole grade of students roam around like that isn't a good idea. I guess they thought that the whole class would just discover each level of the building together and just roam around on the same level, because there were like 6 levels and the whole like museum looked like a tall apartment building. So anyways, my group was only Jeremy, Omar, Tom, and I, until Jeremy said, "Hey guys, is it okay if my friend joins?" "Yeah, sure, yeah." "No guys, trust me, he's chill." We didn't even say anything. So yeah, the group then became Jeremy, Omar, Tom, Freddie, I'll call him Freddie, and I. Everybody started on the first floor. The space was small, like imagine 4 classes in a pretty much basketball court sized area. If my group wanted to see like, let's say a pebble, we would have to wait for 2 other groups until we got to get a glance at it. Right then, I remembered that we could roam free. That didn't restrict us to only one level. I screamed at my group members because it was so loud we could barely hear each other. I said, "Do you guys want to start upstairs?" "Sure, yeah, that's a good idea." We entered the elevator, which was a lot quieter. I continued, "Press 6 so that we can start on the highest level. That way, 1, there will be less noise, and 2, we could just walk downstairs rather than up the stairs and get less tired." Yeah, and by the time we're ready to go to level 3, the class will also be going to level 3, so we could just go to level 2 instead and basically have it all to ourselves. Notice how he said basically all to ourselves. That's because there would still be the occasional grandmas who would also be spending their random Tuesday afternoon at a museum. Anyways, we all thought that we were geniuses because of our plan. We would be geniuses if we knew how to work an elevator. But it wasn't our fault because it wasn't a normal elevator. You had to like press and hold the button to go up or something. And when you let go, it would go up or down as long as you held it. It took a while for us to figure that one out. So when Freddie pressed 6 and let go, we went up, but the door didn't open. "Okay, that's weird. Try to press 6 again," I said. "I am. Look." "Well, good job, guys. We broke it." "What? No, they didn't put instructions on how to use an elevator. You press a button and you either go up or down. If you can do it, go ahead. Heck, if you get us out of here, I'll get you what you want from the cafeteria." "Okay, so you just have to press here." See, we moved a bit. Then after whatever he did, we started going down instead of up. You see the problem? Next thing we knew, the doors opened and we were in a storage parking lot type of area. We were waiting inside the elevator so that the door closed, but it didn't. "You know what, guys? I'm getting off. This elevator is broken." "No, wait, look, the doors are closing." The door didn't close. We had 2 options. We either try and operate the elevator again, or we exit and try and find our way back from the parking lot storage type place to the lobby. But before we could even decide, the elevator decided for us. We started moving up. We passed floors 1, 2, 3, 4 and stopped at 5. The doors opened and somebody got in. Hey, we weren't complaining though. Who cares about the 6th floor when we could just discover the 5th? Whoever called the elevator up saved us. Finally, we were able to start going around. The elevator struggle was worth it though, because it was so much more peaceful up here. It was completely empty, except for the occasional grandmas spending their random Tuesday afternoon at a museum. Good for them though. Though this time, we were actually able to look around the floor. We started from the elevators and slowly made our way around the floor. At about halfway, Tom said, "Hey guys, just go without me." "Bro, come on, why?" "I'm tired, just pick me up on the way back. I'm gonna sleep." I honestly don't blame him, because the benches at museums are unnecessarily comfortable, and you just get tired very quickly and easily. Anyways, we made a full lap around and came back to pick him up, just to see him chilling with a grandma. They were sitting together, laughing, chatting, and I don't know how he does it. Tom is just the type of guy who makes friends with anyone, anywhere. I don't even know what they could be possibly talking about. When we walked up to them, Tom literally said something along the lines of, "Hey, this is Rose. She's from England and she came with her 2 grandkids. She needs help finding India because that's where her grandkids went." Now, right then I thought to myself, okay, how are we supposed to help? I only realized a lot later than I would like to admit that she was trying to find the India section of the museum. I only realized when Jeremy said, "Oh, okay, yeah, I think that's upstairs." Now, there's only one problem with it being upstairs. We didn't know how to use an elevator. And Rose specified that she had leg problems, so she struggled to get up the stairs. At that point, the only viable option seemed like climbing out the window or something. It was like being given an unskippable quest by this grandma. But I'm not complaining, I like helping out, and plus, at least I'll have something to write about on that essay. I already knew I was having a more interesting time than all of the other grade. Anyways, we tried again with the elevator, hoping that this time it would work. But no, it was crazy. To this day, I still can't figure out how to operate it. Whoever designed this thing should be fired. Made me really want to bring back elevator operators. It never occurred to me that the grandma probably knew how to work one, but by then, we had already played with the buttons, which made us end up in a different storage room. At that time, an employee walked in, and quickly Omar said, "Hey, would you mind taking us to the 6th floor?" Yeah, sure." We all looked with amazement as he was actually able to do it. All of us except Tom, who was busy talking to Rose. Anyways, we got to India and went around with her. In a way, it was very wholesome. And I don't remember picking her name for our group, but she's always welcome. So I guess the group then became Jeremy, Omar, Tom, Freddie, Rose, and I. We eventually said goodbye and went down using the stairs to go to the cafeteria. Then, out of nowhere, Tom said, "Hey, I just realized that I moved the elevator." "So? You said that if I was able to move it, you would get me anything I want from the cafeteria." "What? No, I said if you can get us out." "Come on, man, I moved it." "Exactly, you only moved it. I said if you can get us out." We got to the cafeteria and we didn't buy anything, just looked at the prices. It would be like $20 for a slice of pizza, $10 for a fry, a literal fry, not even those long ones, the side piece of the potato. So we didn't buy anything. And this isn't relevant, but apparently there was this vending machine that dropped change each time you press the change button. The vending machine was on a different floor. So while we were trying to help Rose find India, that was the whole buzz on the first floor. Not gonna lie, I think my essay will be more interesting than theirs. If you were the teacher, would you like to read about a vending machine that gives you 10 cents each time you press the lousy button? Or a story about helping an old lady find her grandkids in another country? The choice is obvious. Well guys, that's gonna be the end. Let me know if you guys have any field trip stories in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and keep on bloobing, bloobers.